It's not Octavia's fault. It's the director's fault because the director's the one that said take, cut. You know, he the
That's
one,
good. Yeah.
right? He the one that said take it. I mean, you know, on my set, until you get it right, that's when we move on. If we don't, if it's not right, we keep doing it until we get it right. Once we get it right, that one take, that's all I want. I don't want 1,000 great takes. I want one great take, and we move on. I don't want us to be on the set for no 12, 14 hours. You know, how long you be on my set? Like 2 or 3 hours?
Man, I'm telling you, get them in and get them out. And
Right.
And the main thing you say, man, look.
I don't want to be around you this long. You don't want to be around me this long. So
And we get in and we get out of that. And you an epitome of that, man. You make sure, like, hey, look, you here to act, right? You can do your job. Only you doing nothing else to stay focused there. So, you know what I'm saying, your vibration can be going there. Focus there so you can do your job right. I do my job. And I got a full team of people that can do this.
Right. And then while everybody taking photos after the shoot is done, what we doing? We cleaning up, putting equipment away.
Yep, putting it
so
away.
that's our practice.
And that's so crazy because, man, I know a lot of individuals. I just spoke on this the other day on one of my reels, man. Like, it's so many different directors and producers, man, that I actually admire out here, especially with the footsteps of how, you know what I'm saying, I was just explaining that as an independent filmmaker, you get out here, you do the writing. You know what I'm saying? You do the, you play behind the camera, you do directing, you do everything that's everything. And I'm like, man, these guys are overworked, man. You know what I'm saying? I just wish, you know what I'm saying, Heaven would just drop a big old production team on you guys, man, because the work that y'all are doing is phenomenal. And I wish I can see y'all in more places than you know what I'm saying, that one.
But, bro, you got to make sure it gets done.
Yeah.
When you hear a person say, man, it's just me, it's just me. So, if it's just you, so what? You know what? Make the best. You know what I'm saying? People are always complaining about it's just them. But when you hear them just them, it's saying it's just them. I mean, like, I need people to do this for me.
Yeah.
When you hear people say, man, hey, yo, I got to do this, and that's it, that means they're just going to do what they say. I got to do this and get it done. So, you know, I'm just the dude that got to do it.
And I love the fact that it's like the it's the duplication of the having somebody that comes behind you and you like teach them the exact formula and system that you learn that you do, and you know what I'm saying. So again, you can be in multiple places at once. You know what I'm saying, and then it kind of like, you know, it helps build up more. You know what I'm saying. You got more people developing out there now. You got that individual again. Each one teach one, you know what I'm saying? So now, again, Will can be in multiple places. He can even go to sleep right now, and he knows, like, he's confident to know that it's a formula that these guys are following that I know I can be secure in.
And I'm going to just tell you, sometimes, you know, that's hard to even pass on because when it comes to writing a script, I was taught in class, create your outline first. After you create your outline first, once you start writing the script, go back and forth to your outline. So when I was doing it that way, I felt like I was wasting too much time because I would think about stuff while I'm writing the outline. I said, well, this character's going to say this, that, and this. And then I get ready to write, and then I lose all of that. So now, instead of writing the outline, I just write the script out. But before I write the script out, I Rain Man it. I'll call somebody and talk about it and talk it out. That's how Fluke episodes got talked out.
Right.
You remember Fluke, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I was in Fluke. Yeah.
So Fluke, you know, I Rain Man it out. I Rain Man the episode out. Once I Rain Man it out, it's stuck until I write it out. Once I write it out, it's there, but that's my process. Anybody else, they may need to do that outline and then plug it in later until they find their rhythm to figure out how to just be able to write the script straight out. Because, like I said, it was in my head. I can write the outline, bam, and then now I'm writing the outline. I said, ooh, I think I had something dope that I wanted to say. And it came to a point where I was writing the outline, then writing stuff on the side, saying this is what I want this character to say. And then, so now I'm writing the script and the outline at the same time, which is still a waste of time to me. So then I just start writing this whole script.
Yeah. Okay, man. I mean, like, so, man, all right, so with that structure then, you know what I'm saying, that you use like that, like how, like, I just want to ask you, like, how long have you actually been in the game with this? Like, how long have you?
2,000 years.
2,000?
I'm part vampire.
That's around the time with Jesus, like.
Well, you know, I'm gonna just tell you, I've been there for a while, but I'll say that over the past couple of years, I've been super focused and laser focused on making sure that everything gets taken care of. I do something, fall off, do something, fall off, and it was because of personal reasons, not really anything dealing with the movie or being what you call that. What's it called? Having writer's block. I'll never have writer's block.
Right.
But other personal stuff that fall in line. But now it's like I get in there, I focus, I get it done.
Like man, it's like how many scripts you think you got right now unpublished?
I think it's like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
I think it's 5 or 6. I think This Ain't Pulp Fiction, which I mentioned in Tubi movie. Nobody really understands that. But they said, this ain't Pulp Fiction. But This Ain't Pulp Fiction, Elena, N.R. Lane, I wrote that with this other guy named Jamar Metzler. And it's a 4th one and a 5th one. I can't remember what those 2 are. Oh, Plight, the independent filmmaker of the movie, that's 4. And it's one more. And I'm not even sure if I'm going to, because we started on Plight, but thanks, Lawrence E. Johnson Jr., for not answering your phone. I want to make sure I said that. But anyway.
Shout out to Lawrence, man.
That's why I said, but Plight is the one we started, but we didn't finish.
Yeah.
But then, it's a 5th one. I can't remember the 5th one. But then we got Fluke that we did last year. And we shot, was it Fluke that we shot last year? Yeah, it was. Did we shoot Fluke last year?
Fluke was last year, yeah.
It was 2023? We shot 3 episodes, right?
I think it was 2020. Yeah, it was 2023. Wait, was it 2024? No, because it got cold outside.
No, not 24.
It was 23.
Okay, so yeah, we shot 3 episodes. We shot 3 episodes of that, and we still shopping that around.
Yeah.
That's a show. That's a show, by the way.
And you brought up Plight Independent Filmmaker, the movie, man. You actually had a series going on there for a
2
nice
seasons.
long little time, man. Yeah,
that was during the pandemic.
Oh man, but it was a nice introduction, man, to what it also means to be an independent filmmaker, man. I'm talking about what it blew me out, man. Blew me off my socks, man. I'm telling you, this is actually one of the first pieces I actually saw from you before I was introduced to you, and it was like, yo, this dude got something going on with this, man. Especially with me coming into the door, it spoke volume.
Well, the deal was with that, when I was making Sex Ain't Love, I was running into all types of crazy stuff. So I would post something inspirational and show a photo and then put hashtag Sex Ain't Love, hashtag Will Adams, hashtag Chicago, and hashtag Plight of the Independent Filmmaker.
Mm-hmm.
Now, did I know I was going to make that? No, I had no clue I was going to make it. Not at all. And then later on, ended up making it.
Man.
Because the name of the movie was supposed to be Plight of the Indie Filmmaker.
Yeah.
So to separate itself from the series.
Yeah. Okay. All right. It's still saying the same thing, but like,
the whole thing is with that movie was basically Jeff and Will finally made it. They made it to the room to get into the production room or the producer's office. And he, the producer was like, he like, have you seen our script called This Ain't Pulp Fiction? He like, yeah, I read that. How did you get this meeting? Because my cousin never dips his nose in my business. We keep our stuff separate because he got that stuff that he does in the street, and I'm in the corporate world, so we keep it. So we were known to stay out of each other's lane, and he pushed me to have this meeting with you guys, and then we just tell him the story.
Right.
And then we tell him this huge story. It's like, so, because he part of the story is like, all right, so man, this is what y'all should be making a movie about. Then we continue to tell the story, and then he was like, well, you know what? Let's just do This Ain't Pulp Fiction.
All right.
So.
And This Ain't Pulp Fiction, man. What did you release that one, right?
No, it hasn't made. It's not done.
That one's not done yet. Okay, you got Sex Ain't Love. Where can I find Sex Ain't Love?
That's on Tubi, the streaming platform that I'm making fun of.
Look, it was another one, man. I want to know about this one, man, because this one, I think it kind of like broke. It like broke off the scales, man. It went crazy, man. Step Off the Block, man.
That was Step Off the Block was for the youth, though. And I think
that, man, when
but
it's for the youth.
The problem with that one is I don't have the platform for that. Mm-hmm. And since I don't have a platform for that, it's kind of hard to reach the youth. And now it's kind of outdated because the slang they used then is different now. Yeah. Because when I was writing it, actually, I take that back. When I wrote it and the characters that were in it, it was like, man, that's not how we would say that. We would say it like this. I said, well, let's say it how they would say it on the street, because in order to reach anybody, you got to speak their same language. Mm. So I can't teach somebody that speaks Spanish something if I can't speak Spanish.
No, copy that. Copy that, man. Yeah, that's a real good insight.